that you can't come back in because you have no comeback mechanism. So in some ways, I feel like Liquid got what they wanted with this type of draft, if they can execute it, but it comes down to lane execution for them, whereas I think OG are... I mean, they just got a bunch of brawlers that they're happy playing into whatever, and, like, maybe they don't care if they're down some gold, you know? Okay, maybe we go down 2 or 3 gold, but we're just going to come back in the fights because we're OG and we just out-team fight people.
Do not be selfish.
Insania already with a little bit of all chat. Tips Tomato says Bozo, which if you know Insania, there's no way that's any real beef. So a little bit of friendly banter between the two. Tomato's gonna link a song, as Dota players are wont to do. It's usually either some sort of yeah.
Actually a classic. Every time I scrim this guy, he's linking some rap video on YouTube. It's just, why, man? Just play the game. Like, nobody cares.
Wasn't somebody in one of the NA games that we were covering did that in the lobby as well. Yeah. It's some
classic NA garbage. I don't know where it came from. Probably RTZ, to be honest. Like,
it is RTZ.
It's probably him.
It's totally an RTZ thing.
Yeah. But it's just customary to link whatever hip-hop album you're listening to while you're playing Dota 2. I don't know. Wow, that's some serious representative right there.
Yeah, well, you know what that is, right? That's
a high salary right there. That's what it is.
Well, that's maybe it's a high salary. That's also a team that is not doing as well as they should. Falling below expectations, so you got to make it up somewhere, right? And that's in the content and the sellout and all that sort of deal.
Yeah,
right?
Maybe I can't win a DreamLeague, but I'm gonna rep the hell out of my Alienware sponsor, and then they can't kick me for being bad because I'm just too good at fulfilling the obligations.
He's too valuable for the brand, boys. All right, well, let's get this started. The Upper bracket finals. Team Liquid versus OG. We've got a smoke out from Team Liquid to get some an early ward to see down the river. OG not doing the same. A little bit slower push out from them.
I feel like Liquid OG just looks nice. You know what I'm saying? Like two historic Dota orgs.
Sure. Yeah.
Back in positions where they're competing against each other. You know, I feel like we've had periods where one or the others just had some downswings, but hey, they're back. Navi is back, right? It's like a renaissance of Dota 2 orgs. Imagine Navi, OG, and Liquid all at the same org. Or all at the same tournament. And Karoki's there. Imagine that.
For Secret, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this...
I mean, Mouse came back to Dota.
That's true. That's true.
That's another one. Goddamn.
Koikva streaming. I mean, get him back on Mouse, you know? Anything can happen.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Well, runes are split here? Wait, what? They're just not even picked up yet. Alright. Split runes. They're looking for an early harass into the lane block here for Whisper. Once to get equilibrium,
block.
They should guarantee it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want the lane really pushed in against a Marcy with the dispose. That repositioning tool is always super annoying, so being able to get the lane pushed in, super nice, and has a chance of making the carry miss the last hit, right?
Now, this was heads up play by OG. Again, you want to nullify the laning advantage Liquid have, I think, innately, and this is one way to just make the double melee lane function a lot better, because the double melee lane is not weak as long as you don't get abused the level 1 and 2. So this just makes it, you can skip those early interactions, preserve a lot of the regen on your double melee lineup here, and then just get to like the later stages where maybe you get that cheeky kill on the IO and you don't care about anything that happened earlier.
Oh, Isha off to a really good start in the mid lane. Yeah, kind of what is to be expected. You have the matchup advantage. You aren't going to really be taking too much harassment from a Mirana. So Dragon Knight has the CS advantage with Refire.
Arrow to melee creep though. That's a feels bad, man.
That is a feels bad, man.
He's doing pretty well in the early waves though. Caught up a bit. I mean, this lane's not going to be fun over the long run. We'll see how well BZM survives. But again, he's Mirana. I mean, you're not looking to dominate a lane with Zero. Just get some runes, get some kills on the map. This is another one of those lineups for OG with a lot of Gleipnir potential. You could have 2 on the Arc Ward, and you can have the Mirana one. A lot of setup for things like Power Shot, the Spark Wraith, Arrow.
Jump onto Ari here. Keep the tether on him. Keep him slowed down. They might just be able to get this kill as Ari just cannot get far enough away. That's going to be first blood for Boxy. And Whisper is going to take a lot of damage here. He's certainly not going to be killing Boxy. He has to use the onslaught to get to the creep wave as it goes under tower. He'll get back missing some CS in the process.
Just stuck in a bad trade versus Tether. Early nukes for the Marcy. Get the job done. I mean, this is a strong lane. You have to respect that skirmish power early. I don't feel like a level 2 is their timing to challenge that. Just get caught off guard. This lane is another weird lane, like Bane Doom. Not a lot of synergy. You know, you can't really sleep into Scorched Earth. There's nothing there.
No. It's also 33 in Insania, so it's a lane partnership in players that has not played the lane together very often. So,
yes,
another bit of weirdness for Liquid.
I also feel like Insania just hasn't played that many off lanes in his career.
Sure.
I feel like there's certain 5s that have done it more than a lot of others. I feel like he's on the left side, which definitely doesn't mean he can't, but it is a bit different, you know. You're gonna have 33 in lane. 33 is probably gonna be like yelling some weird nerd stuff at you. You're like, what the hell does this guy want, you know? It's like, all right, I want you to set up for like the 526 pull and block the medium camp and like kill the courier. You're like, dude, I'm just a Bane, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. So,
and apparently the 33, like Boxy speaks the same language. You know, they're both on that the mega nerd, you know, intricate little detail level, so you know they have paired up pretty nicely in that regard. So you might be right. There might be a little bit of problem, but things seem to be going well. Top 3 CS all across the board for Team Liquid right now. Leading the charge is Nisha, 26 and 12. So many denies. Again, expected in the matchup, but it still it hurts to see.
Mickey escaping bottom as well. I mean, this is the favorable lane phase we expected out of this Liquid lineup. They're getting what they want so far. Leap in from Mickey is just going to try and run down the Tiny. I mean, there's no escape.
This constant tether slow is so annoying. For a double melee matchup, it just feels impossible. If you can't do the damage to punch down the IO, then this lane isn't. I think it is quite literally impossible for the Tiny to play.
I feel like they've tried to contest it a little too much. Like, I think there was potential as Tiny just went top early in this game. Or they didn't get that first kill, they got level 3, maybe they can find that IO, but these little things make a big difference over the long run. This lane's just not working out for OG, and it's okay if this lane doesn't work, but you can't give up too much here. Like, you can't give such a crazy lead that you can't recover.
You can't be losing the other side lane at the same time. Tomato just gets run down so easily by 33 with his 1-2-1 build. Even has 20 magic wand charges if he wants to keep fighting again.
He's been really strong on this lane. It's not the easiest lane to run over in Arc Ward and Wind Ranger, but 33 just playing it damn well. Hit his timing. Took that damage to Tomato. Now he's almost a level up. Level 4 for the Bane early too is really big for Insania here. He's going to contest a 6-minute rune, and he's going to be damn strong on the contest. In fact, they're just hitting mid-tower, and I mean, you have mid-Mirana, so the BZM ain't doing anything to this.
No. I mean, when you're talking about the game plan draft-wise, I think you could say this is going exactly the way Liquid wanted it to, right? OG were fine with an even laning phase. Liquid wanted a dumpster laning phase, and they certainly have. Up 2,000 net worth right now.
This is why I was concerned about the last pick Mirana, because I feel like Liquid were telegraphing this is what they're going to do, you know? 4 single target lane oriented heroes in the first 4. and then your 5th pick doesn't really address the laning. It's just more skirmish spellcasting teamfight. Like, I don't know if you need it. It felt a little overkill to me, and they are getting punished for it. Not irrecoverable, but definitely a strong punish here, and it's going to put Nisha in a position where... I mean, you got to remember, this Dragon Knight, he can get sidekicked. He can get IO tethered too. It doesn't all have to be through this Marcy. This DK can just get ginormous in this game and just run at you with IO tether sustain straight into your Arc Warden, and what are you going to do about it if you're OG? Sounds tough.
Right. It is something baked into, I think, they're when they pick the Marcy, because in the past they did mid SF and mid Sniper. So those are 2 other heroes that really take advantage of that, you know, they're kind of a scaling mid that can take advantage of being given a sidekick buff.
Which makes sense, because you don't really want to sidekick IO. Like, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Other than he just stays by you and gives you the full buff. But in the fights, you want another target. Here's the tiny roll at the top.
That
it's a little late.
Nightmare fire interaction. Level 3 Scorched Earth is not easy to fight into, especially if you're going to give the IO to the Doom, so they are just going to run down Ahri. An attempted tri-lane is met by an immediate quad lane from Team Liquid, and they'll use the Dragon Form to try and take down this tower too.
This move's just way too late. Like, you're making this at 7.5 minutes versus level 5 Doom when this DK can respond.
Zany is in pretty deep here. Whisper, they're going to go for the kill on the Bane, but if it costs Tomato his life, it's well worth it for Liquid. And yeah, Tomato is easily dead. 33, again, with the fire backup of the Scorched Earth. It's too hard to take a team fight against this guy early. Didn't even have the Doom, has it now. So this is just a full uncontestable situation for OG. They just got to give this up. Give this lane up.
I mean, this is a nightmare scenario. Like, you lost the lanes a little, and now Liquid are compounding that advantage, bringing in the numbers. This was a Dragon Knight without Dragon Tail, by the way. Like, he just got the job done without a stun, just right-clicking you down 100 to 0, because this IO tether move speed is so ridiculous on the hero. And Nisha's ginormous, dude.
Good pickup, though, on 33. OG, they stick around and manage to find a nice little pick-off here. Some big yellow drawing of Boxy. I'm probably saying almost everybody from OG is in this jungle area right now.
Yeah, there's some damage from Mirana. Shoot arrow, hit arrow, kill Doom. That's a pretty good recipe. He's going the Battle Fury on the Mars. Alright. Alright, I mean, this used to be the build, but then it became the Diffusal.
Got him on the feed script.
Damage?
They can pull him back in. Nisha does have the Dragon Tail now, so they'll chain the stun. And the late TP rotations might be able to get the kill on Mickey. No, Mickey just did too much heals. Had a full magic wand and still has a healing Lotus. That's going to be another successful rotation where Liquid just bring more numbers. OG scramble to try and defend, are late to the fight basically, and give up not only kills but also another tower.
Liquid looking very crisp in this game 1. Just executing this lineup exactly how you want to. Collapse when OG aren't ready to because you lost lanes, and just take advantage of it. 3 tier 1s dead at 10 minutes for the Dragon Knight. That is some mega value here.
It's impressive tempo set by Nisha's mid Dragon Knight, and he's going to have a super early Mage Slayer. So you put an IO heal on him, add in the Mage Slayer buff, or the magic resistance, and the debuff he's putting on the OG heroes. A lot of magic damage early. This Dragon Knight may not be dying for the next 20 to 30 minutes or ever. Relocate onto the Nightmare. They're going to have a rotation from Seb. I don't think they can even get a kill anywhere out of this. The arrow's going to cut across. Oh, no, it ran into the Marcy instead of Boxy. They wanted to kill Boxy. Now he's going to be able to relocate out. Insania does not make it through the TP, so they get something out of it, but it's a heavy, heavy rotation from OG. It doesn't save their carry, and it only kills a 5 position.
I don't think they're going to get the D-board either. That's costly. Just really nice setup from Insania. That's the Bane IO combo. Used to be a classic. For this reason.
Oh. 33 still sticks around despite all these heroes showing up here. He gets greedy, and OG will benefit from that greed.
They're gonna try and get the catch afterwards.
Yeah, Mickey, he can land on some heroes here. They do have the dust, so man, Ari dies so fast. He has no armor, still not level 6. Seb falls just as easily. So even as they kill 33, Liquid still make the rotation quick enough to get the catch.
This combo is so powerful when you have a lead like this. Just make heroes disappear, man. Yeah. There's no way you're fighting them back with the early mech on the IO. Way too much HP. So you just gotta dodge here if you're OG. Amp damage rune in the river. BCM will collect it. Happy about that one. Might give him a chance to turn some of these fights, but you gotta let this Midas Arc Warden do some work and find some support kills or something. You're gonna find Insania here.
He's gonna get shot down by the double archers. The relocate coming in though. BZM has one leap. They're not even gonna bother going for the Mirana. The much easier kill of Ari, who again is not level 6. I think in part because he was not the one to pick up the Wisdom Rune. Oh, Shackle Shot lands. With this amp damage, they... Oh no! I thought they had him dead for sure. Boxy, the relocate goes back. This man had so much healing in his inventory too, but they still almost burst him.
What the hell? That's actually insane. He didn't even pop this Lotus or Wand or anything, but... Okay, they get away again. Did use the grip on that, so Insania doesn't get too much value there.
But yeah, I was saying earlier,
they'll be happy.
Whisper picked up the Wisdom Rune for OG, so I'm pretty sure the shared experience went to Seb, and that just left Ari out in the cold, and he is level 5.5.
He's had a rough game. Very rough game. Just nothing given to him. Though I do think the window was to roam top earlier, and they just committed bottom too long. It didn't go well enough, and then when you go top, it's too late. I think that was the window in this game, and when you miss that, your game's going to be a struggle.
Yeah.
So you got to combine with your other heroes and make some ganks happen, which is what they're trying to do. Can you kill Nisha here? I don't know, man.
Well,
it's going to be tempting, though, when he runs into you
or
like this.
nothing at this point, so they're going to have to all in him. And they will manage to.
Made it look easy.
Takes 4 heroes.
They have 4 heroes and nobody around him. That's
yeah,
bigger part of that equation. He's just all alone on that rune. So nice pickup here. More time for this Maelstrom, Rana, and Midas Arc Warden to farm the map, push some lanes in.
It's going to be Battle Fury into SNY for the Marcy. I was looking over the Marcy builds in the past. They varied quite a bit. It's been like, he's tried an Armlet build. He tried BKB into Ags. There was an AC Basher Blink build. Seems to change every single time Mickey plays this hero.
It's because this hero's really hard to itemize. I think the most stable build he had was like when Disperser was stronger and you could go Diffusal. There's a small crit build as well, but Battle Fury is definitely the best farming build for this hero by far, and he can't farm without a farming item, so Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. You don't have much choice.
TP rotation coming from Insania. They already got the Doom on Whisper after he'd used the Onslaught, so he was stuck there for a while. Gets Nightmare long enough for 33 to, you know, kind of catch up. And Fiend's Grip that I really don't think was necessary, but whatever.
It was close, actually. He was going to live through the Doom. Had some Stick Fairy Fire. I'm okay with that play. Game is slowing down a bit for Liquid, though. They're not really on OG's side of the map, and OG are getting the time and space that they want here with this lineup. This Arc Warden is slowly catching up. He's not getting ganked. And you didn't get any increased tower pressure from this DK after all those tier 1s. So Liquid content farming. They feel like that early game was good enough to put the Marcy in a position where with this Battle Fury, kind of like an Ursa, he's just going to take over the net worth chart and out-carry anybody here. Which I feel like if you pick IO Marcy, you kind of have to have faith that's true. I feel like it's like this IO Razor combination that Liquid also like to run a lot. You kind of have to have faith that you're going to win the late game with it. If you're Marcy's top network.
Otherwise, what if you try, you feel like if you're pressured and trying to end the game too quickly, you're just gonna throw it away, or you think like fundamentally you pick this hero, you should believe in its late game potential. Relocate coming
really
in on
else.
Ari. Don't have any dust.
He sees the reload.
They're actually going to
set up
try and use this. Yeah, the reload is going to come back in. They hit the avalanche toss combination on the two of them. Marcy's already quite low. Mech goes off, though, and now Marcy has a chance to fight back. It couldn't burst down the IO, and the heals go off, and the fight now falls apart. Seb trying to push him back. Nice shackle shot combined with Gale Force keeps them at bay. Nobody else is going to die on OG, but it's not the fight they wanted.
Nowhere close to the damage necessary. Oh, the Cobalt body block from 33. What?
Oh, now that's why you build a shovel right there. Not for the consumables, but for the body blocking of a Cobalt. Yeah, Seb's like, all right, I respect that one. That was a sick play. 33, he sets it up, and now Insania on the other side sets up another fight for them. Whisper quite low, does manage to trample through the Bane and get away. Meanwhile, Mickey's fighting for his life right now, but the heals are going off, and he's getting a higher and higher HP, so he is good to go. Still has 20 Magic Wand charges. The IO still has 15, and they still have a greater healing Lotus. So I say he got a little low, which he got down to 30 HP, but Liquid still have a whole lot of healing in the back pocket.
And Whisper with nothing but a blink just gets out of full duration grip there. It's pretty crazy. Still, they just don't have the damage for the IO combination.
Nope.
Boxy's just way too big too early. Sanj on the Marcy also going to help. This regen amp, some status resist. Really nice item now. Gonna help him move around the fight. Extra move speed as well for the IO tether makes sense to me. Another sleep setup.
Oh, Whisper, I don't think you don't want none of this smoke, son. Get on out of there.
Can they find the reload? They do find it again.
They found it.
The same story though.
Hit the Gleipnir. Arrow, Seb trying to get in position, hit a shackle shot here. Only gets Mickey, so Boxy is free to deliver some heals. Mickey healing up, half HP, a little bit more. They finally get him. But at the same time, what is it going to cost them? Liquid has already moved over, and they have a Doom onto the Arc Warden. 33 is getting a little bit low. Boxy back into play with the Dragon Knight. Quickly gets targeted, though, by the Arc Warden. Illusion and BZM. BZM, he's just going to die, man. They have all the detection, apparently, to see all these heroes. 33 gets tossed in the air. Still living. He needs a tree toss. He needs to find him. Get your illusion out of the way, man. What are you doing, Nisha? All right, 33 lives despite the attempt by Nisha to get his ally killed. And Insania will quite literally do a little spin dance on Ari's soon-to-be corpse. As he doesn't have a blink dagger, so there's really no way for him out of this situation.
Dude, 33 is just outplaying him on these. The shovel has done so much work for him. He's like a salving mid-fight there. Lives on one hit. The early Cobalt block. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a person use shovel to such a large degree in fights. Yeah. But it's all the Dragon Knight doing the damage. And again, they get Mickey there. That's a huge kill for OG. They are happy about that, but they just pay way too big a price for it. As it takes too long. The setups on that reload, not everybody was there instantly. That was your Mirana Gleipnir timing. You now have your Arc Warden Gleipnir. Like, this is where you're supposed to be really strong in the fight.
Yeah. Liquid's winning a lot of fights. Maybe they're, conceding a few more kills than they used to, but when are they going to do Roshan? We talked about this, kind of being like an Ursa. What about the early objective taken?
I think they can do it now. They can do it at any point, but they don't want to get sucked into some bad 5-on-5 around the pit. Especially if Mickey doesn't have BKB. This is actually where he's probably the most susceptible, honestly. You're against triple Gleipnir. you're just going to get kited in the fight. You're going to get stuck by one of them, hit by an arrow or a shackle, the Wind Ranger Gust. Like, you really want the BKB to guarantee you the impact in the 5-on-5 before you try and force that objective. And you may as well just keep farming, playing the map. You have DK illusions to push some waves now. You have the BKB on 33 that we saw last fight, so he can set stuff up a lot more aggressively. It's just going to walk into Seb. Purge him.
Slow down, 33, pops his BKB. Charges forward, pushes back Seb. Well, the Fiend's Grip is going to make sure that Tomato can't do anything. His Tempest Double does manage to get the Bane kill. Lose sight of Seb. No, gain sight of Seb. And the invisibility runs out. Mickey will collect that double. Oh, and look at Nisha. Straight up, trying to get more off of this one. He sets up the relocate. Spot Whisper. And Onslaught coming up. Maybe he can get the distance here. He's actually going to turn back. Oh, what? He got purged.
Canceled it.
I think he got 33 purged him.
No, that was after. He just canceled it.
Are you sure? Because it is dispellable.
I'm sure.
Okay. All right. Well, they get boxing on the other side of it.
I mean, I'm looking at the death summary. I don't even see it was cast, but I guess maybe it wouldn't show up. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't do damage.
I don't think
it was off cooldown. Oh,
either way, they get
avalanche, toss back. Oh, nice shackle shot. Push them together with the Gale Force, but it's just limiting your losses if you're OG, not actually stopping. Oh, Gleipnir coming out. Tempest Double chasing after them here. Can they get anything off of this one? Whisper's coming back into play. They want to fight. I'm not sure if OG should fight, though.
I mean, this is where you want it, right? You have your triple Gleipnir. This is where that lineup is supposed to strike back in the 5-on-5, even though you're down gold. And the BKB is done for Mickey. So that window you had to abuse this Marcy is gone. Shiva's already done for 33. Like, the tank ability on this lineup right now is insane. Very difficult to bring heroes down. Which means, are you just going to keep ratting this game? You're going to give up Roshan? Because they're just going to do Rosh. And they don't even need everybody to do it.
And they still caught Whisper. Whisper was trying to play safe. He just burst the creep wave and played off the map, but they still caught up to him. They're going to take the enemy Tormentor for Liquid. So now they have the upgrade for the Tether, which might be good. It's not like it's no Leshrac or anything, so it's not like the spell lifesteal is crazy good this game.
This thing gives slow resistance now, though, which is kind of interesting. Because I think slow resistance stacks, but you now have status resist and slow resist on this Marcy, which is kind of interesting, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think they have any real slows, though, right? I guess it's just Flux. I think that's the only slow they have. Waiting for the top fight. Insania with his shard from Brain Sap is going to help keep him healthy. And it'll be Seb who gets hit by the dust, hit by the Shivas. He'll be the one to get run down in that attempt from OG to get a little push out. It does end up netting the tower eventually.
I've had a rough game, man. Like, Liquid has just abused the hell out of them. They're combined, what, 1 in 16 here?
Well, it's soon to be 17. Ari's gonna blink right into Mickey, who pops his BKB really quickly. Nice fast reaction from him.
I mean, I don't want to say that's worth it, but that might be worth it, dude. I don't know. Like, what is an 11th death on Tiny? You know, like, who cares? But that BKB, that's some value. That's some value right there. 9-second BKB.
Yeah, maybe. It's gonna run in BCM. Relocate. Did they get the follow-up to Sables? Oh, yeah, they've got him. He's out of leap charges. Pops a shield rune. they beat through it real quickly. I've got Black Dragon soon on Nisha. He needs to slot it in from his backpack, but he'll have it now.
Oh, the setup. Can they get the IO?
Okay,
they can.
Mickey's going to have to fight this without the IO. Can he do this without BKB? Doesn't look like it. Just controlled up too much. Fiend's Grip trying to stop that with an avalanche. Covers the stuns just enough. Nisha's now going to come in with the Dragon Form. He's going to have to clean this up. 33 is making his way over as well. Runs into Ahri. Ahri's going to be the first one down from this one. They're still going to get a 3-for-3 off of it, despite OG setting up a very good, you would think it's a great team fight. Oh my god, is Whisper going to die too? These illusions are chasing him down.
You can't escape. Blink up in one.
Hits him with a Breathe Fire, stops the Blink Dagger, blinks up, blinks backwards. Oh, he's still in range of the creeps. Oh no! Oh no! Damn. Couldn't get away. A 4-for-3.
Heads up micro by Nisha. Honestly, just keeps that going. And these cores are just way too strong. Like, that's about as good a fight setup you're going to get it from OG, because the Marcy did not have BKB from the earlier Tiny Sacrifice. And it costs him there, because he eventually goes down on top of Boxy, but you still just can't take this fight. There's way too much HP on these cores. Seb will also be going down here. Cannot escape the Purge. Yeah, this is the part where your lineup, where the single target looks so good, is when you're so far ahead, the enemy can't team fight you, and your single target is so good at picking heroes off. Like the Bane is just constantly setting up in side lanes, looking for heroes that dare show on the creep wave, and then just a simple Nightmare plus either TP rotations or relocates.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, this Mirana pick got punished in that aspect, because it's not just a hero that can get counter pick mid. It's like, it can go really bad, and then it didn't help your offlane either, because you pushed this melee hero into the double melee offlane. So you gave this
onto the Wisdom Rune. Tomato, he went for it.
Get him.
Liquid set the trap up with Insania very nicely. And they try and go back onto mid, but a Doom, an easy TP cancel. I mean, this game looks over, man. OG, they have gotten like pretty much zero ground. And was there ever a fight that they actually won? Did they ever walk away with more than Liquid got out of the fight?
I don't think so. And the rest of it's just been them getting picked off by this Bane on the map.
Whisper will manage to get this kill. His BKB is going to wear out soon. 33 is going to chase after him. Meanwhile, mid is going to get chipped away here. And there's nothing OG can do about it, so Mari's not even going to try. He's going to TP out on the map. They're going to see if they can kill 33 together.
I mean, you got to find something.
Yeah. Run into each other. Whisper gets the grab. And they're also going to TP in the Arc Wardens. They have a real chance of being able to do this. Tops up in the air, chaining disables as long as possible to get him. But Nisha is already here. How is he already here, man? Comes in with the IO, and they have a relocate coming up soon as well. So they might be able to kill Whisper and still relocate for somebody else. They have any vision? No vision? They may still find him, though. He can't stay away. There's too many units around. They spot him, and they'll catch him, and they'll kill him.
Nisha has just been on point with these illusions, making sure he always gets that last hit in, and there's just nowhere to go on the map. This IO has closed it off completely. They'll find another freebie. Ahri will not escape the enfeeble.
This is one of the worst Tiny games I've ever seen.
Yeah, 14 deaths is absurd. Liquid have punished it about as hard as you can punish his first pick melee for.
Attempted a relocate gank with no setup. Nets Liquid. Nothing but pushing Tomato off of the Ancients. Nisha will go back to taking another tier 2.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Insane is just playing so aggressive. There's like no threat on him because his reload backup. And meanwhile, he has Aether Lens plus Eye of the Vizier. This is the Bane's dream.
Well, there's no relocate right now, so maybe the wrong time to
okay.
be aggressive.
I was like, this is really aggressive, you know.
Oh, he got neutral creeped.
Yeah, he did. He got neutral.
Dude, I think it was Hellbear.
Harpy Stormcrafter.
Oh my god.
Hit him for 34. Got his ass.
And dropped Bracer. Nisha doesn't need it to kill Ahri. Don't think he needs any items to kill Ahri, frankly. Oh, Boxy screwed that one up.
Yeah,
kind of. I mean, I guess you get the vision for him to then rebound and chase after him. Going for Marcy, got the BKB off before the pulverize. The damage, though, lots of damage. Still pierced through that BKB, no problem. 33 blinks ahead of the Gleipnir as Whisper chases after Dragon Knight. Got a shackle shot, beautiful from Seb, but 33 with the reinforcements dooms up the Primal Beast. Seb is being pushed away. It's all up to Tomato to try and punch through these heroes. He's got 33. Can he do the damage? Oh no, a Fiend's Grip on the real Arc Warden. The damage halts, and maybe he wouldn't even do enough damage to threaten Nisha anyway. This Dragon Knight is a big bad boy. He's got a Beyond Godlike spree, and he's cooking up a double Beyond Godlike as BZM's gonna die as well. Triple for Nisha. OG holding on to the bitter end, but the end was a good 15 minutes ago, it feels like.
I mean, you remember at the start of the game, I said the real beast in this game is when you tether this Dragon Knight. Like, Marcy is just Marcy. Well, this hero can get really fat, but she can still just die. This hero does not die. He is level 25. He is 16, 1, and 16. That might be one of the more ridiculous scorelines I've seen in a long time. Like, 16, 1, and 16? On a Dragon Knight?
But listen, Avery, listen.
He took 3 tier 1s by 10 minutes.
Ice Frog did nerf Dragon Knight, okay? This is a nerfed hero.
Apparently, you should have just nerfed Nisha.
Okay, well, that was one hell of an opener for this upper bracket final. That's